I will only talk about the following. American Indians. Yeah. The years between 1955 and 1961 in North Korea. And how to make thumbtacks.
I was a little bit worried about getting back into the headspace that we'd left the first series in, you know, and sort of picking up exactly where we'd left off and, you know, getting the character and stuff right.
We just kind of were a bit apprehensive about getting back into the zone and just kind of like, oh, we left off last year and like kind of picking up that mantle.
As soon as we got back on set, it was just literally like we hadn't been away.
That's like saying hello.
Are you trying to say something, yeah?
No.
When we all got together again, it felt like we never left each other.
Like, it was brilliant, just so nice to see everyone again and just, you know, to get into it and just do it.
Yeah, really excited. I really looking forward to the scripts and stuff, and everyone was just really up for it.
Misfits was just, it's just so much fun to shoot, and like, you know, there's a lot of messing about, a lot of, do you know, I mean, obviously we get it done, but you know, it's just a really good vibe.
It's, you know, it's one of those feelings that we come out to a rural paradise like this, old Runnymede campus, and it's like we've never been away, and here I am trying to pilfer some internet connection so I can buy myself a Hoover. You know, it's just things to do while you're waiting about. Life has been generally the same, apart from the odd time you get gaggles of teenagers going, "Hey, you're that guy from Misfits!" and then wanting a picture with you. But apart from that, life is generally the same.
Oh, seriously, put some clothes on.
Oh, come on! Who says you can't have an ass-bone and all over tan?
It's completely different to what's on telly now. And everybody is a character. The five of us, there is them kind of people in England, do you know what I mean? There is a chav, there's a girl who thinks she's all nice, there's a rude boy, Curtis, there's a weirdo, Simon, there's a cocky one, Nathan, do you know what I mean? And it's like a typical teen, whatever. It's just got loads of different things into it that I think makes it a good programme.
I'm gonna take a shit in his bed.
What?
I don't think you should do that.
I think it's really fun. There's some really funny bits in it.
Well, they did it in The Godfather.
They put a horse's head in the bed.
Well, have you got a horse's head?
The joke, the big joke is that we're still not meant to be together. We're still not quite at home with each other. Simon is still an outsider. Alicia is still mildly. Kelly is still aggressive but quite soft. And Nathan is still an asshole. So I think that's the beauty and the joy, and that keeps the writing and the dynamic quite fresh because we never quite settle with each other.
You know, the thing about them getting the powers, that's all well and good, but it's them as, again, awkward teenagers dealing with those powers. It's kind of very British in its dry humour.
It's fucking disgusting.
And it's honesty.
He's in the locker room.
Oh, that's funny because I was just in there. I didn't see him.
He had a family emergency.
What kind of emergency?
His brother came to see him.
And how's that an emergency?
He's got cancer.
Oh, really?
You see, the thing about filming is that, like, for example, today, there's a lot of waiting around and doing sweet fuck all with your time. So what you have to do is find ways to entertain yourself. Rafa Nadal, right? One arm is massive and one arm is tiny. It's obviously his wank arm. No, I mean, it may be his tennis arm, but you can see the definition that only masturbation gives you in the bicep and tricep area. In that left arm. It's about twice the size of his other arm. He must have problems with masturbation. And Rafa, if you're out there, stop, man. Because God's watching.
An average day would be picked up at about 5:40, 5:45.
When we arrive on set, and you've got like a call to go into costume or to makeup.
Pretty much an hour in makeup, a lot of makeup and hair for me.
If you've got any blood or the girls in there for hours getting their makeup done, they're very ugly in real life. Not really.
Rehearse the scene.
Came back so we could be together in the future.
You and me, we're together.
Rehearse the scene for the crew, the camera, you know, they kind of plot it all out.
And then we sort of block through the scene, whatever you're doing, and then they light it and you do it.
And then lunchtime happens, which is very nice.
And you just power on through the day, lunch is about 1, and then you carry on till wrap at 7, normally.
It's always full of banter and hilariousness, but yeah, that's an average day, and then home.
I think there's a really amazingly lovely bond between the actors. I think when you take 5 young actors and put them together, you expect there's going to be some fireworks. And they're living in close quarters. It's very full on. They're in most scenes together most of the time. It's long hours. But I think this year even more they've become really close friends. They go out all the time together. You know, they genuinely are very, very close.
Sorry, just one of the other cast, I'm not going to say who, just flashed me. But freaked me out.
Luckily, it's brilliant, you know, like, because we have to spend a lot of time together, and we just all get on really well. It's really nice.
Really well, we just sort of mess around most of the time, try not to laugh in the takes.
You one of those fat kids who had milk weeping out of their man boobs. Is it seeping? Sorry, it's seeping.
But yeah, it's really good. We're all really good mates and we have a lot of fun.
And I think that's really part of the show's success in many ways. I think, you know, there's a real warmth to the characters and a real development of the friendships in this series. And I think that's definitely born out of the fact that they do having a real affection for one another in real life.
I mean, we're all like a little close-knit family, and you've got to be really, and I love them all to bits. You're with each other like 24/7, 5 days, 6 days a week. And we all just pull together as a team, and we all have a right laugh and we all help each other out. So that's a good bit about all of us.
Nathan's brilliant, love him. He is always a surprise. Very generous actor, very good to work with. All of our, you know, slightly sexual scenes were a lot of fun because we're just really good mates.
Antonia's a beautiful, lovely girl.
Iwan, again, fantastic actor, great to work with. Not weird like his character Simon, so brings a lot of humour to the table and a lot of banter.
Gee, thanks, guys.
Lauren. Powerful woman. She's a force of nature.
Ridiculously full of energy, brilliant, boisterous, direct, gets to the set going, you know, gets energy into everyone. Absolutely hilarious.
I would say I'm Scrappy-Doo because I'm enthusiastic, you know. I've got a can-do attitude. And plus Scooby-Doo just sounds like he's had a stroke because everyone else can talk. Scrappy-Doo can talk, but his uncle Scooby can't. What's all that about? Why did he go and Scrappy can speak perfectly, perfect diction? I like to think my diction's good. Well, anyway, what were we talking about?
Robert is the absolute joker of the pack, so always has got some sort of wisecrack or gag.
Hi there. Oh, I just let one go.
Robert's just a crazy Irish man. And I'd love to live in his head for a few days just to see what actually happens in there.
And this series, I've discovered that Iwan sleeps with his mouth open, right? So at lunchtimes I like to creep into his trailer and just hang my testicles over his mouth. And so that his breath just, it's a lovely warm sensation on the back of my scrotum. And I think because of that, I feel closer to him this series round.
They've just all been amazing. I sort of, sometimes I just can't believe how lucky we are to have found them.
We've been doing it for a long time, so it kind of feels right to be coming to the end of it now. At the end of this one, no one really knows what they're doing yet. No one knows what storylines are going to be or where they're going to be. So it is a bit sadder this time.
It's been wicked, and there's not a second where you don't think, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, this is... You don't think that. You're constantly on there. Everyone's helping each other out. Do you know what I mean? And it's good because you've always got someone back up at base. So like now when Tony's not working at the minute, so I won't have a chat with her. So I won't be that bored, even though my day's finished. So yeah, it's good.
But yeah, I mean, I just can't wait to see it now. I just really want to see it. More the bits that I'm not in. So because I find Robert's character really funny.
Sorry, man.
So where Series 3 might go is a really big question for us.
We are asking ourselves the same question. No idea. Like, literally no idea. And the thing about it is it's like, you know, the orange jumpsuits, the kind of iconic thing, and the community service, how they're brought together.
As long as Howard's writing scripts are as good as this series, I could go anywhere really. The possibilities are endless because of the nature of the programme.
My dream storyline would be if I got a job on a Baywatch type situation and I became the new David Hasselhoff and all my shots were in slow motion and I was always topless, carrying one of those weird red things that they seem to carry in Baywatch with that lovely music playing in the background. And just saving people all day long, saving people at the beach, down in Blackpool.
I kind of had in my head, because we all love the orange jumpsuits, so I really love them. I kind of had in my head that they did something bad, and like they basically were out of the service, and the joke is that you do something wrong as a group and have to do it again.
What a question.
That we're superheroes. That we're not just got these powers, that we are like Batman and Robin and stuff like that.
I think it might take more than you getting laid to turn you into a superhero.
I don't know, I think I'd really like to, well, I mean, Series 3 has to be the end of the transition between Simon into Super Buddy, so it would have to be, you know, him sort of going off to Tibet or something, training.
Well, I think it's watch this space for Series 3. You know, obviously Howard's got lots of ideas and, you know, they could, well, depending on how well they behave, they could end up right back on community service again, I suppose. But no, truly, I mean, we have to wait to see what Howard brings to us.